Welcome back to Two Girls, One Bong.
The podcast that's better if you're stoned, and I'm going to tie you up with a rubber hose and make you watch Shrek for 10 days straight if you're not. My name is MacDizzle.
I'm Joya.
Let's dive on in.
That's another, don't tempt me with a good time kind of moment.
10 days?
That's a long time, you're right, yeah.
Like,
10
let me,
days
like...
of Shrek.
Bro, that could ruin Shrek, and I am a Shrek stan. You know what's funny? So I was doing mushrooms the other day when you called me, and I, in the midst of this shroom drip, I'm like, I'm gonna start a Shrek stan page on TikTok, and I'm just gonna make clips of different fucking Shrek clips with memes. And I had like a list of 10 different fucking scenes that were like, I was like, this is viral.
I am so fucking dead. Did you make it?
No.
Does it exist?
No. No, that was a plan for future Mac because I was like, this is a good idea. And then I woke up and I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea.
Honestly, a good idea, but it sounds like a chore.
Is it a chore if you love what you do?
If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Cuts to MacDizzle making Shrek memes. Fuck.
Yeah. What if that's how I become big on TikTok? It's just Shrek memes.
Imagine.
The fucked up part of that is there's finite content. Like, I'm going to run out of content eventually.
Right. There's only, 6 hours of Shrek.
There's many movies.
Three,
but the
right?
first two, there's 4. But the first 2 are the only good ones. The third and fourth are just whatever.
I didn't even know there was a 4th one, so I imagine it fucking sucks.
Yeah. I can't even tell you what happened in the 4th one. I think Shrek is having a baby. Or Shrek is having a baby in the 3rd one. Maybe he has the babies in the 4th. I don't fucking know.
That's what they always do, I feel like. They just add babies to, the franchises. They just, add a baby, and it's like...
And honestly, that's
sometimes it doesn't.
One way to ruin everything for me, personally.
To add babies.
As a person who is not a fan of babies, why would you ever introduce Shrek and babies?
Yeah. I mean, and as someone who does like babies, it's still not, that great. So...
Oh, my God. I watched Up yesterday. Sad film.
Oh, yeah.
It's just sad. Like, there's not, a real silver lining to that story for me.
Well, I mean...
No, you want to... I was on streams again yesterday watching this, all right? So I can give you the real tea of Up right now, okay?
Yes.
Man loves a woman, falls in love with her, goes through these hardships, she can't have kids, whatever, dies. The love of his life dies. And now he's a miserable old man. And you can see it. It shows how miserable he is now. Who ends up in a horrendous situation where his house is being taken over by the city because he gets into a little altercation with somebody who fucked up his mailbox, okay? Okay? And then this little boy who has no fucking dad, his dad hates him, is on his... It's all very sad shit. This is all sad situations, okay? So sad boy, no father figure. Sad man. Hello?
Wait, I can't hear you. And we're back.
I love technical difficulties. They make my nips hard. Okay, so sad man, sad boy go on an adventure. They end up in a place where there's another sad man, a demented sad man who's been hunting for a bird his whole fucking life. Mind you, an innocent, beautiful bird who doesn't want to hurt anybody, okay? And this sad, demented man has made an army of evil dogs. That's where I really have a huge problem with the story, is they made the dogs evil. The dogs are out here trying to kill this bird and get this bird for this man. Fuck that. It was all very fucking sad. I was like, oh my God, dogs are falling off a cliff into the water. What the fuck, bro? And then, mind you, at the end of the movie, they don't do anything for those dogs. It's just up in the air what happens to them. You don't know what happens to any of those dogs. It's like he doesn't adopt them. You see one shot of them at the ceremony at his little Boy Scout ceremony. There's some dogs in the audience. Where the fuck did they go after that? Did they get adopted? Did they get rehabilitated? Are they still being evil in the blimp?
Probably not.
Either way, there was no closure on it. It's just a sad movie. Like, I watched it yesterday, and I was not happy watching it. I did not have the warm fuzzies. I was like, this is a fucking sad movie, bro. I should have known, because it's Disney, and Disney is fucking sad. It's always some element of really sad stuff. Like Barry's mom.
They want to get you, they're appealing to your emotions. The more emotionally invested you are, the more.
Shrek had me fully emotionally invested.
Yeah.
Fully. And it had a happy ending, and they closed all the ends for me. Okay?
Yeah.
Up, just a fucking sad movie all the way through. Just sad after sad after sad.
I'll have to rewatch that because I watched it when I was like 18. We watched it in school, so I wasn't even 18 yet. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I should watch it again.
It's fucking sad.
I do remember it being sad. I do very much remember it being sad. But I don't remember the ending being as horrible as you're describing it.
The ending is the worst part for me. Like, they just leave the bird in the jungle. They're like, bye, bird. Love you, Kevin. Peace. Thanks for introducing us to your, to your babies.
I remember Kevin.
And then they take Doug the dog, which is great. I'm glad Doug gets a new home. But what about these poor traumatized dogs that have been trained to be horrendous? That's my biggest problem. This man, I hate him.
Well, the best thing is that those dogs don't actually exist. So you don't have to worry about them
what's
being
worse?
Permanently,
Worse situations do exist, Joya. Worse.
Yeah.
Worse ones.
I know.
That was my Disney sad. Horrendous things are happening to actual animals every day. I'm glad your plants are back. My God, you looked nude last time.
I know. It was like, might as well have been fully butt naked, butthole showing.
That was a little bit of an ADHD moment. But then I saw Finding Nemo as an option to watch, and I said, I feel like that one might be really sad too.
Well, the beginning is sad, but that's it.
Yeah.
The mom dies. Very sad. But then that's...
Shit, she dies.
All the moms die. Disney kills all the moms or dads or both.
Why do the moms gotta die?
I don't know. It's fucked up.
Do you want to talk about something that might get me canceled?
What? Yes.
So in the most recent Halloween that came out.
Yeah.
I love Halloween. I love the series. I've watched every single Halloween to exist, even Halloween H2O, and I believe like there was a questionable cast. There's a questionable cast in these movies, okay? I think LL Cool J was in one of them. Not that he's questionable. Love him. He was in
I mean, he's just not he's a rapper, not an actor.
I would not consider
I know he's
him
in movies, but
yeah, he's like just a guy who's in movies, not a good actor necessarily.
Yeah. He was in Anaconda, I think.
Yes.
Which was like not great.
No. Was he? Ice Cube was in Anaconda. Ice Cube was in Anaconda. He might have been too. But anyway, so as I was saying, if you know anything about Michael Myers, he kills indiscriminately. He loves to murder women. He loves to murder teenagers. He loves to murder men. Naked, clothed, afraid, having sex, doesn't matter. He loves to kill you. All right? Yeah. And in the most recent movie, there was some representation for the gay community out there. There was a gay couple who got murdered in the movie. And it had some people up in arms.
Okay, so, yes, I know what you're talking about. That was one of those things where two people tweeted something.
Really?
And it was found by mass Twitter.
Okay.
And it became
huge thing that wasn't actually that big of a deal.
There was not that many people talking about it. Anybody who's a fan of a horror movies in general, like everyone dies. Like,
well,
and
also,
there was
like,
that
I would
trope.
be excited that you're now part of the club. You too can get killed by Michael. He's not killing you because you're gay. He's a man who kills indiscriminately.
Anybody, yes.
And you're part of the club now.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I fully saw, and that's what people were saying, but it's like, yeah, there was like 2 people.
I've been watching women get murdered in every movie I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of funny because the new Halloween is coming out.
Yeah, that's another one. It's the final one.
They always say that. Here's the thing. As
no, this one's with Jamie Lee Curtis now, though. She's like coming back. Okay.
Listen to me.
I
Basically, all of them have Jamie Lee Curtis. If I'm not wrong, I think she's even been in the bad ones. Like, Jamie has been loyal to that franchise. She's even been in the bad ones.
As she should. That was like...
It made or break her, you know?
Yeah.
But, what was I saying?
There's a new one coming out. And then I was like, it's a final one. Okay.
Yeah, Halloween ends or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. I've seen Friday the 13th end at least 8 separate times. There's like 13 Friday the 13th. All right, somebody else bought the rights to the franchise and just started making more movies after each one said, this is the last one. All right, this is the last Friday the 13th. And then it gets crazy and convoluted. It's like, Jason in hell. Fucking, like, it's just so
Jason in the next layer of hell.
It's literally, there's a movie called Jason Goes to Hell. There's literally a Jason Goes to Hell. There's one where Jason goes to New York. There's one. He leaves Camp Crystal Lake and he's in New York killing people. It makes no sense. He goes on a cruise.
What?
Jason's the guy, the mask guy.
I know. What I was asking was, is he like when he's in hell, is he still the predator, or is he like?
Oh yeah, no,
he's still killing people in hell.
He's murking them. This man is a menace at any place. Here's the thing. There's this one part in one of the movies where Jason is like buried and he's in like his little tomb or whatever. And somebody's like, no, there's no way Jason is dead for real in that box. I'm going to go make sure I kill him for real. We're going to go dig up little corpsey boy, and we're going to make sure he's dead for real. So, yeah, they stab him in the head with like this metal pole or something, and guess what happens? The metal pole gets struck by lightning. Guess what happens? His corpse gets reanimated.
That is so stupid.
No, it gets so convoluted and crazy after like the first 3 are pretty solid as far as slashers go, but then you're just like, okay, we get it. He doesn't die, but he needs to die.
Seriously, give it up.
Come on. It's like the same thing with me in Halloween. He's died every movie.
He dies?
Did you not see the last one where
I don't.
Jamie Lee Curtis literally trapped him in a basement, locked the basement shut with metal bars, and the house was on fire. You could see the flames surrounding him. And now there's another movie coming out.
Right. So I wonder if like at the beginning of this movie that's coming out, are they going to explain how he got out of that?
I doubt it.
Or it's just going to be like...
They don't do that. Sometimes they do,
sometimes
they don't.
Michael Myers has a son. Michael Myers Jr.
They tried to do this with Friday the 13th. They've had copycat killers. They've had some little boy who encountered Freddy or Jason as a child who grew up to become Jason. It's...
Just stop.
I'm going to write my own series where everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Where it all makes sense. People die. And then I don't know.
Yes.
We'll figure it out, though.
But people are definitely dying. 100%.
Dying.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
I'm sad that you don't have anyone to watch scary movies with.
I do have one friend here that likes scary movies. I actually just showed her the Gonjiam movie the other night. And this is my third time, I think my third time watching it.
Isn't it
maybe only my second.
Every single time?
I was like so scared, and she was like not jumping the same way that I was. And I was like, okay, are you a psychopath or something?
Even when the guy was standing like this and stepping sideways?
Oh, I hate that part. And I hate, oh my God. Okay, well, if you like scary movies and you haven't watched Gonjiam Haunted Asylum, it's a Korean movie and it is fucking terrifying. But there's just one part where the girls, when they're out in the forest, remember, the girl's eyes go black and she's like, oh my God, I hate that part so much.
I had dreams.
I'm shaking right now thinking about it. Dreams? Nightmares? Yeah.
Nightmares.
Dude, I thank God that bitch hasn't penetrated my psyche because I hate her. Oh my God, she's so scary. And there was other times, there's other times where people's eyes go black like that, or like completely black. Oh
no,
my
I don't know how they did it in this film. They made that exceptionally terrifying. So yeah, Ganjiam Haunted Asylum is probably the scariest movie I've seen in the last 5 years. Terrifying. It's like Grudge level for me. Like it brought the fear that like the Grudge brought to me. I remember seeing like The Ring or like all of that when I was much younger. Oh,
that's what the Grudge sound makes, right? I used to, yeah, dude, I used to do that. So Amelia, my little brother, and I shared a bedroom for I don't know how long when we were younger, and I would like wait until like it was like totally dark till like the TV wasn't on anymore, and I'd wait like 5 or 10 minutes and then go.
You just sound like a groaning old man.
No, okay, well, I was better at it when I was a kid. I don't really I haven't seen the movie, and God, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
It's more of just like a. I almost breathe in when I do it. It's like.
That's the sound. Yeah, that's the sound. Wait, should we like look it up really quick? Grudge.
Cast me. If anyone's doing like a cartoon version of The Grudge, cast me. I got it. I got the sound down. She can do it.
Congratulations. She's amazing.
She's so good. She looks like Linda Evangelista.
Who's that? Linda?
I'm just quoting Drag Race.
Oh, okay. For sure. Okay, wait, hang on. I
There it is. There it is.
Oh, fuck. Dude, yeah, but I also, you brought up The Ring. That was like one movie that I do remember being absolutely fucking terrified of when I was a kid. Oh my God, with the fucking hair. And then I didn't know that when I was younger, I didn't know that Scary Movie was like not scary. They were like funny.
Oh, so it was kind of terrifying.
Well, I eventually then I watched it and I was like, oh wait, because I remember my brother talking about how he was watching them and I was like 9 and he was like 7 and I was like, aren't those too scary for you? And he was like, no, they're funny. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's called Scary Movie. And then I watched one and I remember the girl crawls out of the TV. The Grudge girl? Not the Grudge, The Ring.
This bitch is leaking on my floor.
Regina, is it Regina King? Is that her last name?
Yeah, Regina King, I think. I love her, though. She always...
It might be Regina Hall.
Oh, I think it is Hall.
Yeah, Regina Hall.
Yeah.
She is freaking... That
Cindy,
whole cast is hilarious.
Your TV's leaking. When she starts faking the seizure. But you peed! No!
Oh my God, I literally need to watch these immediately. I am putting that on my list of things to watch. Dude, oh my God. I wanted to tell you about this show. I've started watching this show on Apple TV called Severance. Have you seen it? No. It's like a psychological thriller.
I don't have
the
Apple
concept
TV.
is like, oh, okay. Well, there's a company in the show that it's like a huge corporation that requires their employees to get this medical procedure called severance. It basically, in your brain, something goes into your brain that separates your work life from your home life. So you're two separate people. So like when you go into work, you go up or down an elevator and you turn into your work self and you're a different person. And then when you leave, you become your outside self. And they're two separate people.
So I get that. What's how different are these personalities?
They're different. I mean, how different are they? I mean, I don't know exactly how. I just know the main character. It's crazy because the guy who plays Derek in Step Brothers. So I had a hard time like the first episode. I'm like, it's literally Derek. But it's really impressive because he's playing two different people. At work, he's like cheery.
Sorry,
I don't remember that part.
No, he was singing that part when he's in the car with his family. Anyway, moving forward.
Freaking sweet. What's it called? The song is
Sweet Child of Mine.
Sweet Child of Mine. But yeah, so at work he's like cheery. He's like a manager, so he's like in charge of people, but he's not like an asshole manager. Like he's And then outside, he's depressed. He's like sad his wife died. And those two people don't know each other. Like they call him your innie and your outie. And it's really interesting.
It's like just describing my brain.
Just being like, two different people.
Just like me on social media. Everything's chill. That's not even true.
That's not true.
I'm pretty dead honest with social media.
You are. Maybe a while ago. Maybe,
Maybe,
a couple
when
years
I was
ago
living with a certain other person who does this religiously.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it's really interesting. I'm on like episode 4 and I really like it.
That does sound interesting. Does anybody die or get murdered?
Well,
bad show then. It's a bad show.
Not that I can. No.
Just kidding.
There is something going on in that head of yours. I don't know what it is, but there is something happening. There's a girl in there who's like so fed up with her because your work self is trapped inside. The work self never leaves and the outside self never goes into work. So you have no idea what's going on. And there is somebody that dies. It's like an old employee who gets out and they call it reintegration. Your brain is trying to now you don't work there anymore. So your brain is trying to like mesh those two realities in together and it can't. And so the guy dies. And some girl is so out over it being trapped in there. She's trying to communicate to her outie like we need to quit. We can't do this anymore. And the outie's like, fuck you, bitch. I make the decisions, you don't.
So I'm like
the innie tries to kill herself.
I'm like confused in this. So the innie is the one who works.
Yeah. The innie, the inside the building, inside
but
work.
The outie is the one who gets to decide what happens?
Yes. Yes.
So how do you know
the
if
outie
you
is
work
the one
there though? Like how do you know that you work there?
If you
don't know.
Well, the outie before they ever got the surgery, somebody had to go and apply for the job at that company, and that's the outie. So the outie is aware of the fact that they work there. They have to take themselves to work every day. You just don't know anything about your work life. So like if something happens, something bad, the idea is that they're getting like the best version of people because they're not bringing their outside problems. So it's just like a productivity thing. Yeah, maybe you should watch the show.
No, that sounds interesting. How do I access it if I don't own an Apple TV? Do I have to buy an Apple
you don't.
TV? No, I don't own that device.
Oh, what do you use?
Roku.
The TV?
So my TVs are all smart TVs, but then the ones that aren't smart TVs, I just have a Roku for it.
You have a Roku. Because the smart TV, unless it's like I have never had like a high quality, like a Samsung or like one of those really nice ones. But the TVs that I have, the freaking operating system in the TV sucks. It's like super slow and like.
Are your TVs kind of older?
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess a few years.
I bought all of mine within the last. So when I moved in here is when I got my TVs. I had one before, and then I bought 2 more. I bought a Samsung and an LG, and the other one I already had was an LG, and they all work great. Like,
yeah, I have. Quick. We got our living room one like 3 years ago at Costco, and then we got our bedroom one when we moved.
What brand
here.
Are they?
I forget. One of them
got a Whirlpool TV and a Samsung fridge.
Yeah. That would be funny if Whirlpool started making TVs. Maybe they do.
No, I'm just wondering because it seems like you might be kind of unlucky with appliances right now. I know that happened with your fridge.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, no, it's not. They're not broken or anything. They still work. It's just slow. It's just not as fast as my Apple TV. Like I can guarantee my Apple TV when I click a button, it's gonna go straight there. But my other TV or the operating system, buffers. It kind of does. Yeah, just like a little bit, and it's enough to be annoying.
See, maybe my stuff is running slow. Who the fuck do I? This TV in here. This TV in here is like 6 years old. It only has Netflix on it. Like you can't do anything with this TV. It is so annoying. It is like it's a Roku TV. My brother gave it to me. And I'm sad because I have another TV that's just smaller than this one, but newer, and it runs fine. And it has Apple, or not Apple, but it had like Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, all of the apps. This one literally only has Netflix. You can't even download anything else on it.
You can't?
You can't even download Amazon. It is that fucking
old. What the hell?
It is so fucking old. I've looked on. I was like, okay, what apps can I download? You can download some apps, but they're just Roku apps. Like, it's so fucking shitty, bro.
Oh my God, I didn't even. Well, yeah, it makes sense because it's old. But how annoying. Oh my God, did you see that video of the frickin' ride at a fair somewhere that dropped and like hit the fucking. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like do you remember Supreme Scream from Knott's Berry Farm?
Like they just drop you
down. Yeah. It's one of those, and it comes and drops down, and it fucking broke. People started flying off. They're at the ground, so nobody died or anything. But it comes down, it slams down, and a bunch of things, the protector things fly up. Yeah, dude.
How much did that hurt to land?
Oh my God, I'm sure it was
Did nobody,
so painful. It was probably a couple testicles that got ruptured.
Hips or anything?
I'm sure people were hurt. Let me Google
Nobody died?
I don't think it's the only thing you would die from is if you like hit your head wrong or something, because you're at the bottom. So it's not like a.
So wait, they didn't drop from all the way at the top?
No. Well, they do drop all the way at the top, but everybody is strapped in until they hit the bottom.
No,
until
I
the
get
moment
that,
of impact.
but I'm saying like that's like being in an elevator and hitting the floor. Like the impact is still going to go through your body. The impact is still going to reverberate through your body, though. No.
Yeah,
like that is shocking to me that nobody died. That is shocking to me that nobody died. That's a miracle. That's a fucking miracle that nobody died from a drop like that. That's insane to me.
Yeah, 16 people were. 16 people.
I will never get. So I literally just rode one of those a couple months ago. I will never get on that ride ever again, ever. A child died at Six Flags
injuring 16 people. Yeah, also, and you know what's funny? They say 16 people injured. Yeah, caused the attraction to plunge 50 feet onto the base like a broken elevator, like you just said. Yeah, there was 50 people on and 16 of them. Yeah.
50 feet is still fucking high up, though. That's like 2 stories high.
Oh, my God, yes.
That's like 2 stories
That's more than
high,
2
bro.
stories.
I'm trying to think how tall. This is probably only 10 feet right here.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean, a story in most, it'd be like 10 feet per story. It's like 5 stories.
That is so
dude, it's fucking insane.
Scary, bro.
Yeah, so gnarly.
People are going to have permanent damage from that, I'm positive. I'm surprised that they're not going more into detail about what kind of injuries, if they have it like under wraps or whatever.
Yeah.
A child died on that ride at Six Flags earlier in the year, too.
That
exact type of ride.
I know. That was horrible. That was so horrible.
Did you hear about PnB Rock?
Yes.
I haven't watched any of the videos or anything that are circulating around. But for those of you who don't know, PnB Rock is a rapper from Philly. Like, Rajul was like bummed. It's like one of the best ones out of Philly. And I guess he went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Central LA. Which I first and foremost don't understand why. Like, once you're at a certain place of money and you can afford to not be in South Central, don't get out of there. You know, like, especially when you're known to have money, like, that's just such a dangerous place for you to be. Mm-hmm. But I guess his girlfriend posted their location and was like, we're at Roscoe's.
She posted a picture of her chicken and waffles and like just put the location on there, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Mm-hmm. And I immediately saw people. I mean, there's a lot of people who like blame her for his death, and I think that is
you need to blame the people who showed up absolutely and shot him first and foremost. Okay,
please,
you should be allowed to be like, I'm at Roscoe's, because he wasn't even involved in like gang activity like that. Like that wasn't.
But
even
that's right, and that's a thing because there are rappers who aren't gang affiliated in LA that pay gangs for protection.
Yeah.
Because they're not affiliated. So they pay them money to make sure that they're safe. And he obviously did not do that, which it's very sad. It's like, why do people even need to do that? It's very sad, but it's
I think they were trying to rob him. I think that's what it was initially.
A
robbery attempt.
Oh, definitely. He posted something that the day that he was killed, he posted something on Twitter, like riding around in an expensive car with his girlfriend, showing his fucking watch that is flooded, like covered in diamonds. So yeah,
people are willing to kill for a couple $100. You should not, like, that's just so, if you're gonna ride around with that kind of stuff, you need to do it like Floyd Mayweather and have buses and fucking huge security detail.
So much security. Like, and that's like because people were like, oh, he must not have been holding anything. I'm like, dude, like he probably did have a gun on him. He probably just wasn't fast enough. Because
I don't know. It's kind of hard to have, because he's not from California, so getting guns across state lines unless you drove here is kind of hard. Unless you flew private, in which case you do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, and
it's it's not that hard to get a gun. Like it's not that hard to get. It's hard to play by the rules, yes. But in California, if you're walking around with a gun, probably you're not following the rules. It's very difficult to get a concealed carry license.
Yeah,
it's very difficult. You have to prove you have a reason to.
I think that's how it should be. I think you have to prove.
Yeah, completely. I completely agree. But the reality is most people who are in danger, like live a life where they might be in danger, are definitely carrying something.
Yeah.
And clearly he didn't think that his life was in danger, or I don't know, but yeah, that poor guy.
No, what's
not even a freaking gangster.
People recording him literally
dying. Yeah.
And then uploading it.
Right. And then sharing it somewhere. It's like fucking insane.
The detachment of humans and like social media virality like is so far gone and sick to me right now that that is something traumatizing. If I ever witnessed that, I can't even imagine the amount of trauma that I would be carrying around with me. And then to
pulling out your phone to record it.
What the fuck? And then sharing it. It's like,
it's insane. It is crazy.
People are sick. People are fucking sick, so sick, so mentally unwell. I can't even imagine being in those shoes. I just can't even imagine having such a lack of fucking empathy that there's somebody dying in front of me and I'm gonna film it.
Yeah. I did see like a few seconds of the video of him on the ground, and I was like, I didn't click on it. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I'm sure you just stumbled across it. I'm sure.
No, what happened was Adam was watching it. He watches every video of every violent thing ever.
He can't watch scary movies.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yes. Thank you. Right.
What? I want to see real people die.
Right. Dude, what the fuck? I mean, that's not something that he like enjoys, but I definitely think there's like some sort of like and he loves watching fight videos and all of that. Yeah.
I hate that.
So that's really funny when you put it like that. We can't watch a scary movie.
What are you talking about?
Dude, and I told my friend about that Korean movie like I don't know how long ago, at least a month, maybe a month and a half ago. And he's like, you guys can't watch that here. So we literally like I just watched it with her like over the weekend when he wasn't home.
Because
he's literally like he can't be in the same house. Yeah, dude, so funny.
That is really funny.
I'm taking a job. Are you interested?
I can take a bong rip.
Gorge. Gorgina.
Oh my
I'm heating mine up, so.
But yeah, it's like the same kind of thing happened to this lady in Philly. She was literally being raped on a train.
Oh my god.
Nobody did anything.
You told me
they just took a video.
Yeah. Which, like, if somebody is gonna get a video, that's good because that proves. I mean,
but
whoever
it doesn't need to be 4 minutes long.
No, it doesn't, and if no one else is willing to do, but didn't somebody somebody stood up to that guy and got attacked, right?
No.
Oh,
nobody did anything.
No, something happened. No, something happened in Philadelphia that you were telling me about because you were like, because you and I talked about it, and you were like, well, I was talking about this to Rajul, and he was like, you don't know.
Well, yeah.
If you're in a situation like that, you don't know what the person is gonna do.
Capable of, you know?
If you stand exactly. If the person's capable of raping someone in broad daylight on a train, on public transit, what are they willing to do to you for stepping in? Which makes it,
But I think
scary.
It was the fact that people weren't even calling 911. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was like
no help
factor
whatsoever.
On it.
Yeah, no help, not helping her at all. It's like freaking insane.
I just can't imagine if that happened to me. I would attack every person on that train after.
Yeah.
I would attack every single person on that train and be like, you guys are miserable scums. How dare you?
Yeah.
But on that same note, it is scary. You don't know if that guy's gonna strapped up or what, you know?
I know.
But at least try. Be like, yo, bro, what the fuck? At least try.
Or yes.
I want to live in a world where people see someone getting assaulted and they at least try. I don't want to live in a world where people post it on the internet and hope to go viral. And the part two, I'll explain what's happening in part 2.
Literally so fucking stupid. Like, how did we get here?
Like, I make a solid purpose not to even watch these Karen videos anymore. Like, I don't even want to watch the worst of society being captured on camera. That's not what I want to see.
Oh my God. Wait, I saw a tweet that I screenshotted too. Because it was about, oh my God, where is it? This person's talking about people with ADHD or ADD, like particularly enjoying TikTok. And it was like, the person called TikTok a dopamine slot machine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like something that shows you something new every single. So it's like people that don't have that like attention span are then just like something new. Something is like what the brain like loves.
Yeah. No, but you know what's crazy is I find myself feeling super depressed after a day of scrolling.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in a good mood. I am not in a good mood at all. I'm pretty fucking sad usually. And I think that has to do with just like all of my emotions just being run through on a fucking 15-second cycle. Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. You know? Because it's like I have such a diverse For You page where it's like news, real things happening, funny little cat video, a dog being dumped and saved. A person who needs money to help fund their home because their abusive husband is, you know, it's just that they're so, bro, I had to stop myself from watching it because it was like this girl and she had been diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, and she only had 6 months to live, and she was just recording her 6 months. And I was like, I can't fucking watch this, bro. I can't fucking watch this. I can't watch this woman die. Like, what the fuck? Like, I think it's beautiful if that's what you want to do, and other people want to join her and think that, but what the fuck? Like, I know what I'm signing up for. I don't even watch sad movies, bro. I don't watch sad movies. Ever. If I know a movie is sad, I don't watch it. That's why I was so pissed off about Up. Because I remember that to be kind of, fun. No, it was fucking sad, cute, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh my God. It's just so much trauma on the internet. So much trauma to just to digest.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It exhausts me on a level that I don't know how to describe.
Yeah, I know. Should we maybe do an Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, let's lighten it up a little bit. let's lighten it up a little bit. Let's end,
You know what, Dev, could you send the link in the, I do not remember how to find it. Thanks, Dev. Oh, Dev, were you just like in the recording just now? Is that like...
they heard her little voice.
Oh my God. Oh. She just said they won't hear me. Dang it. That was a fun moment for me. If you guys don't know, our awesome producer behind the curtain is Dope Dev. She is an angel and a saint.
Both
and a wonderful human being.
All three of those things.
And a big stoner.
4 of those things.
So. 4 of those things.
Oh, 5 years ago.
Dude, okay, wait. I also have been dying because I've never really heard Prince Charles, King Charles speak. Oh. But remember how I told you how I watched The Crown? And so I was very familiar with his character on there. And I realized after seeing a couple videos of him speaking that the fucking character was so on point with how he spoke. Like, it was like the most perfect, like,
it's like they did a little research.
Mother, the Queen, and like, it's like so like dramatic and like, yeah. The guy, whoever played him, did a wonderful job.
I'm on anti-British TikTok. I don't know how I got there, but it's a very hilarious. As an American, it's a very funny place to be for me, because I don't care very much either way. I don't care about you in the UK. I know it sucks here in the US, but I think it's hilarious that anytime someone from the UK says something about the US, we fucking just shove our dicks down your throat till you can't fucking breathe anymore. Yeah. It's not fair, the shit that we do. Yeah, it's funny though, guys. When the Queen died, obviously I saw a ton of videos of people just like celebrating and stoked that she's gone. And it was kind of funny because I saw this American creator do it, and one of the comments was like, "So when tomorrow's 9/11, is it alright if we make fun of it then?" And I'm just like, well, sure. Yeah, everybody else fucking does.
We don't care.
We've been making fun of 9/11 for a long fucking time. 2, an old lady dying of old age, quite literally 96, almost 100 fucking years old. An old lady dying of being old is not the same as thousands of people leaping to their death because a building is on fire. But if you want to make a joke about it, make a joke about it, because I'll make jokes about the Queen dying until I die. That's fine. Don't care. But yeah, I'm very much...
don't compare the Queen dying to 9/11. That's insane.
That's just like, find something comparable. Yeah. Like, Betty White died. Arguably a much better person than the Queen.
Yeah, and we lost her. No one was celebrating. No one celebrated.
We were devastated. So yeah, if you want to hit us where it hurts, start talking about Betty. Okay, that's but you got to be ready to do that. You got to be ready to down Betty. Ready to down Betty.
That is fucking funny.
But it was just really funny to watch all of that, because like their number one thing is like, oh, what about the school shootings though?
Oh my god, I know. I saw there's this clip that lives in my fucking head. They're like, at least we don't get shot and killed during math class. Like, super fucking.
Which is totally fair. It's a good flex.
Yeah,
it's a good flex.
It is. Don't act like it's all good over there. Don't act like it's all. I mean, school shootings, yes, that is the one thing that we definitely do have that they, may not have. But there is a lot of bad stuff. We are number one in something.
Tell you what.
Yeah. That's why, you know what, the UK, that's why we've been fucking, like, protecting you since, like, the fucking, like, we've been in an alliance with them for so long, and they will never have to, they're, like, one of our greatest, not greatest in meaning, like, best, but greatest meaning, like, strongest relationship.
We're bonded for life. 4L.
Amigas, cheetahs, friends for life. Yeah, let's do a little Am I the Asshole before we get out of here.
Am I the asshole for making fun of the Queen dying?
No, you're not. Don't even need to read it.
She was a colonizer, guys. Like, a hardcore old school. Do you know how many people don't want to be a part of the UK, but they are?
Yeah, a lot.
It's several countries. And to be fair, Hawaii doesn't want to be a part of the US, and I'm totally down for them to get their fucking stuff back.
Yeah, Hawaii?
Yeah, I feel like it's not too late for them. You know, it's not too late for Hawaii.
It's only been like fucking 70 years or something. It's like
a
blip in time. Give it back.
Send it back.
Give them their island back.
Yes.
Give it back to them.
I don't know the stipulations of doing that, but I don't want it.
It means we won't have a military base in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. That's all that means.
No!
I know. Yeah.
We have one in Okinawa, though, so I think we're okay.
I mean, it's like, I'm not saying it, it's worth it for the poor Hawaiian people. Just saying that definitely having Hawaii as a base is hugely an advantage
to
the military.
Giant, like, Ark-sized ship next to Hawaii.
Perfect.
Like literally
everything
like a whole
we need.
Have 2 of each animal on there too. Just for fun.
But yeah, just for fun. That would be MacDizzle's military base. An ark with 2 of each animal.
When you come to attack me,
elaborating.
You start with the grizzly bears, so I hope you're ready.
Good. Well,
the grizzlies and the gorillas come first, and you might shoot some of them. You might shoot some of them. But that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Oh my god! And then fucking Megalodon comes out of nowhere, and then Megalodon. Yeah,
y'all don't know that I actually do get to control. I get to control the fish too, so that's
Oh my god! I mean, you better.
Anyways, free Britney, free Hawaii. Get her out of the conservatorship. Hawaii deserves to be free. But like I said,
she's out.
You need to. Yeah. The British need to feel the same way about your little colonies that don't want to be a part of you anymore. Let them go. Let them go.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Yeah, maybe that's why they made Hawaii a state, because they were like, we can never get rid of them. They're bound to us forever. That's probably why they made them a state, honestly. Yeah. Because you're so right. Yeah, it's like so many countries have been like freaking, yeah, they're like, we don't want to be a part of your stupid, what do they call it again? What do they call it? The
monarchy?
No, it's like a word. Oh God. We don't want
your big
Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth. Yeah. All right. Am I the asshole? Dive in.
Am I the asshole for commenting on my sister's boyfriend's junk in a photo?
Yeah. Also, British people don't hate you. I do love you. I have one of the cutest fans from the UK who sent me a voice memo, and she was like the cutest little sweetest thing in the world.
Well, she knows we're not talking about her.
Yeah. No. If you're feeling triggered and hurt by this, look in the mirror and reassess. Because when people talk shit about Americans, I'm like, oh, they're not talking about me. I'm
cool. Yeah. So
go ahead.
It's just like men. When we like talk shit about men, we're not like,
if the shoe fits, wear it, honey.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for commenting on my
sister's boyfriend's junk?
Yes.
In a photo. I'm early 30s, female, in a 6-year relationship with my partner. My sister, late 30s, she had to put that in there, has been dating her current boyfriend for a little over a year. We have complete opposite tastes in men. She likes tall, skinny, manicured, hairless dudes. And when I date guys, I like blue-collared, bearded, burly guys. I say this to specify throughout our entire life, we've never had an issue of ever being interested in each other's partners. I always told her if I wanted someone that looked like the guy she dated, I'd just date a woman. No offense to any of the Metro guys in the comments. You keep doing you. You look great. My much more attractive sister probably thinks you're hot. Yesterday, she texted me an image of herself and her boyfriend. They were in what I can only describe as beach formal wear, like something you'd wear to a wedding in Hawaii. It's kind of funny. He's in a collared button-up and board shorts, and she's in a nice sundress. I zoomed in on the picture to get a better look at the bracelet my sister was wearing, and pow, zoomed right in on his junk. It was in the very center of the picture where I zoomed in on autopilot. What I had not noticed before is he looked like he was smuggling an eggplant. His pose and the thin fabric created a perfect imprint of his endowment against the board shorts. I chuckled and responded with, "You guys look great and good for you. I didn't realize you were dating a tripod." And didn't think about it again until she responded later, and she was pissed, saying I was rude if that's all I had to say about the photo, asked why I was looking at her boyfriend's junk, and sarcastically thanked me because she'd sent that picture to his and our parents already. My sister and I are pretty close and are always ribbing each other. We've had much more in-depth conversations about each other's partners before. If there was a weird thing going on in their relationship, I would have been the first to know about it. So I was totally caught off guard. I have no idea why this obvious joke of all comments was offensive to her. And so I have to ask, am I the asshole?
I would never, ever, 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 ever comment on the phallic business of my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Ever. Even if I accidentally zoomed in, would not fucking talk about it because, A, I have 2 problems with this. we're not supposed. So when women are at the gym and they have a little bit of a camel toe, we're not supposed to talk about that, right? That's just your anatomy in pants, correct?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to sit there and sexualize a fucking vagina, right? It's anatomy, and that's how it looks. I think the same applies for men. Men have dicks. Sometimes dicks exist outside of the realm of being tucked in and quiet in pants, you know?
Yeah.
Not everybody's wearing a jock strap. Not everyone's wearing compression shorts. Sometimes dicks are out, all right? And so I think there is a double standard. If you... And let me, obviously, I know men are much more guilty of doing this, obviously. But as a woman who doesn't want her body commented on in that kind of way, I would never do that to another person regardless of their gender, you know? Because it's just like, why are you sexualizing him in this moment when that's not anything to do with the picture?
Yeah. That reminds me of one time we were watching a UFC fight a few years ago. We were at home still. And there was a guy who had an absolutely massive wiener. And it was like our whole table was talking about how giant the guy's dick was because it was like all you could freaking.
Was he a good fighter?
He won. Yeah, he won. Yeah, he won afterwards. Yeah, but it was like, dude, it was huge. It was taking up.
It can be distracting,
so much of
and
the
I
screen.
understand that.
Right.
All right.
But I also, I mean, I don't want somebody talking about my anatomy either. So I just feel like if that's a conversation, everybody's relationship is different. So
yeah,
like, but yeah, I mean, I would never to my sister with my relationship with my sister would never do that. Like, would never comment on my brother-in-law's penis. Ew.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah, I would never do that. So, I guess this bitch kind of is the asshole.
I don't think she's an asshole. I think that was just what?
There's more. Wait, never mind. I was just reading that. Yeah, it says that. I thought that it said that she said that in front of family, which she did not. No. But she had already sent the photo to family. So the sister was sad because she had already sent the photo to family, and now she's thinking maybe the family is also talking about the guy's wiener, but hopefully not. You know?
Super weird if
it is weird.
Concerned about your family doing that. I've never sent a picture and been like, I hope nobody's looking at my boyfriend's dick.
That's so weird.
Like, that's not something I should have to worry about with my family members, I feel.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I completely agree.
And, like, also zooming in on the bracelet she's wearing sounds super sus. Okay, I don't buy it. I believe that she saw a little ham being smuggled. Okay?
Yeah.
And she was like, whoa, oh, you know? I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I think she's a liar and a cheat.
Yeah, you could be right.
What about y'all? Do y'all talk about your partner's dicks to your siblings? If so, let me know. What's that like?
Yeah.
That's an interesting dynamic that I don't understand.
But that definitely is like, there are for sure sibling relationships out there somewhere where they do talk about things like that.
There are sisters that double team guys.
That's
incest.
Yeah.
That's incest.
That is so fucking, I mean, dude.
If you're sexual
as long as nobody's a victim, then like that's
there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There's something very wrong.
But also, it's like the reason, I would never fuck somebody with my sister. Ever. I just see how I would never fucking do that. But for some, I could see how it wouldn't be that big of a deal for people. Maybe like super. Yeah, I know. I mean, I can't. I would never do it. But I could see
You're
how
sympathizing with the incestors. No, for me, it's no different than fucking your brother. If you want to fuck your sister, go fuck your brother next. You fucking weirdo. You're disgusting. Stop doing sexual things with your siblings. That's gross. That's gross.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like
shaming. I'm kink shaming. If your kink is fucking siblings, you're gross. That's gross. That's gross. Could you imagine fucking two brothers?
No.
Incest.
No. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like if they never like touch each other or like, then is it incest? They're basically just naked in the same room.
If I'm fucking the same person as my mom, sister, aunt, whoever, to me, that is a very incestuous situation, regardless of who I'm touching.
Right. So if you're in the same room fucking the same person at the same time, because people fuck who they're fucking. People will fuck their aunt's boyfriend or fuck their. Yeah. I mean, that happens all the time in families.
That is so weird. Who has a messy family like that? My family is not like that. We keep our as far as I know, they keep their coochies in their trousers, as far as I know.
Oh, no, yeah. My families, my siblings and I are way too loyal to each other to ever do anything like that.
Yeah, like.
But so one time I remember, well, this isn't the same thing because it's not a family member, but I walked in on my uncle like hooking up with my mom's friend once, making out, not hooking, not like fucking. They were like making out, but I was like 8 years old or something. I didn't think I needed to. I don't think I did, and I don't think I needed to. Like everybody knew.
Oh. Okay.
And there was like also, I remember one time when I was like, because my siblings have a different dad, they're not blood related to anyone on my dad's side. So I had like a cousin that I felt like, and this is just to my elementary school brain, but I felt like I had a cousin that like was like hitting on my brother. They're both married now.
Yeah.
And it was like 15 years ago or more, 20 years ago. But I do remember feeling like that's weird. But then kind of, realizing, okay, wait, well, they're not blood related, but like they never like went out or, anything. But I just remember there being like some like, tension between them.
It's a little fucking weird.
Yeah.
You guys, there's billions of people on this planet. Billions.
Quite literally.
Billions of people.
Literally.
You don't need to fuck your aunt's brother, cousin, sister. You don't, keep it out of the family.
Oh my God.
Go.
Wait, I just remembered this. I just read this in an article. There was a couple who had been together for multiple years, 2 to 3, maybe 4 years. Like it was a decent relationship. Mm-hmm. And they freaking had met each other's families and everything. It was like a very serious thing. They fucking found out through one of those like Ancestry or whatever, found out that they are full blood brother and sister, same mom, same dad. Yeah.
That is,
how sad is that? Could you imagine finding out that your boyfriend or your girlfriend
from different places?
They were both adopted into different freaking, well, you in a closed adoption, like you don't know anything about it.
That is
the family. I don't even think the family knows.
I feel like if there's
one gnarly, right?
group of people dropping off multiple children, it is socially irresponsible not to like fucking put them in different states or something. I don't know. I was born in Kuwait.
Well, they may have gone to different states.
Literally, I was born in Kuwait. My boyfriend was born in Philly. So the fuck does that mean? Ugh.
But what if, yeah, exactly. What if, like, that's not to say people didn't move around, and what if they ended up at the same college or, anything. It's fucking so gnarly. So yeah. Anyway.
Well, we went over a little bit this week, but we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next week. Yes. Love you so much.
We love you.